I bet.
I was in a bathtub covered in suds.
Some rosé.
Rosé in my hand,
Mhm.
and the other hand, a Glock 90. And then... Welcome back to another episode of JustOneFern. Luke's and I here do a whole lot of talking about a whole lot of nothing. And what was that?
It's like I was gonna.
What was that?
Well, I've noticed like in the beginning of our videos, like I'll do like a millennial like. Yeah,
You'll do
I'm
a
on
reaction.
camera, and then I've
You'll
noticed
do like a whatever major loser.
yeah. And I've been noticing
rock.
it, and it's cringing me out.
Yeah.
And then like I felt myself just doing it instinctually, and I was
Mhm.
trying to stop it.
Yeah.
So it just turned into me doing like an air hump, which is great,
Which is good.
very funny.
Which is good.
Very
I mean,
attractive.
everyone loves a good air hump.
Not me.
It's is it your go-to dance move?
Yeah. That'd be tough.
That was a dance move that my uncle taught me once.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yes, that he was doing this at a wedding, and so I decided to do it on the floor. And my mom rips me up from the floor.
my! She
and
could
goes,
not.
"That means sex. You stop that right now."
She could not have been happy about that.
She was furious.
I can imagine you
She
in
brings
like
it up to this day.
Does she?
Yes.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, I know.
How old were you? Wait, no. Can I guess?
You
were like 14,
a little bit younger.
12.
Yeah.
Yeah, 12. I was actually my first guess in my head. I didn't say it out loud because I thought I was wrong. You were
Mhm.
12. You had a button down that was slightly too tight. Your hair was slicked back. Mom
I don't
did
think
it.
my hair wasn't slicked back. I never put anything in my hair until like after high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe like during late high school.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. I
Whose
just
wedding
always
was this?
had the
This was a
This
wedding?
was my aunt's wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your
my-
uncle taught you to do that.
Yes.
So wait-
my uncle, my mom's
Different
cousin.
uncle?
Yeah.
So it was his wedding.
No, not his wedding. Not his
Oh.
wedding. No.
It's never their wedding.
This
It was- yeah.
this was my uncle, who is just my mom's cousin that we call uncle. You know one of those
Yeah, I got an aunt.
where you have
Lou.
you got
She's my
aunts and
great
uncles that are not actually your aunt or uncle.
yeah,
Like your parents' friends or I don't know, random people they know for some
Yeah.
reason. They're like, I guess this is my
Yeah.
uncle now.
just like they want to include them in your life for
Yes,
some reason.
right.
And like that's the best excuse. Like they can't just be like a really good friend.
No, they can't. 'Cause also, I don't know if
confusing for
it's weird
kids.
to say to a child like, "This is Mr. Someone," because I guess that's even weirder. Or to call
That's
an adult by their
strange.
first name. I guess it just
Yeah.
makes the most sense to be like, "This is a close family friend. You might as well just call him uncle."
Yeah.
But
yeah.
does it take away from real uncles and aunts?
Definitely.
Does it? It's like,
Definitely. I think
yeah.
But here's the thing. I think it's a double-edged sword because it also enhances real uncles and aunts because it makes them cooler.
That's true. I haven't thought about it that way.
You know? Because then
That's
you're
a
like,
good
oh,
point.
aunts and uncles are always fun. Not the case.
Not the case. Not
Not
the
the
case at
case.
all. Well, honestly, sometimes
Mine
yeah,
are.
Sometimes they're not. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah, get that out there. So am I.
I am lucky,
Yeah.
actually. I do love my aunts.
I also love my family, my aunts and uncles, but I think that it's actually the aunts and uncles that are like kind of grandfathered in like that are like I'm almost closer with.
Interesting.
At
Okay.
least on like certain sides of the family. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just weird.
Well, if your parents are closer with them,
Yeah,
that
right.
makes sense that
Yeah.
you would be closer with them.
Yeah. It's weird.
Oh.
It's interesting.
Funny you bring up weddings.
Mm-hmm.
I was just at my cousin's bachelor party,
Hey yo.
who I am the best man for.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Best man for the job.
Oh yes, sir, yes.
Been holding
So
that one.
little oversight on his Ricky's part. I'm not a man. I'm a boy. I'm a little.
Were you the
boy.
youngest there?
Yes, I was the
Yeah.
youngest there. So
Damn.
he's 2 years older than me.
Okay.
And
Well, that's
everyone
not
there is
bad.
at
I
least
thought it
2
was.
years.
I thought it'd be more than that.
That would be like 30s.
Well, I didn't know how old Ricky was, so
Oh, that's fair.
I don't know why.
Cousins are
I
generally
hear
not-
Ricky, I assume like
He acts like a 45-year-old.
I assume older millennial.
Yeah, he gives off older millennial,
Okay, cool,
but he's a doctor,
good.
so he also gives
Well,
off.
no,
big
that's also
doctor
that
vibes.
also makes sense.
Yeah,
You know, like doctors are a little quirky a little bit, but they're also older millennials. You know what I mean? Like
right.
they have that quirky side to them, but they're also like,
Well, so that's
and I'm
very
gonna
Ricky.
do my crosswords. You know what I mean?
Well, Yeah,
Yeah.
Your Yeah, he definitely is. I could see him being big on
Yeah,
crosswords.
which is not a bad thing. I love a good
No.
crossword.
Crosswords are great.
Mhm.
He's I used to make fun of him a lot when we were kids because he was very stiff in
Yeah.
comparison to me, and I
Yeah.
was very wild. I would do this thing where
You're loose.
as soon as I saw him, because I knew it bothered him, I'd be like, Ricky, like, because you give everybody hugs.
Yeah.
Like, Ricky, and I give him the hardest, strongest hug possible.
Mm-hmm.
He hated it. I lifted him up in the air, squeezed all, and he was, oh God. Like, he would walk into my grandma's house, he'd see me and he'd go, oh. he'd groan. And
God.
And there's a little part of me that wanted to do that in front of all of his friends.
You should
And
have.
I
That would
really
have been a
should
great
have.
full circle moment. You should do it at the wedding.
I will be doing it at the wedding.
Yes.
I know you don't. He listens to a couple podcasts.
Okay.
Ricky, if you're listening to this one, you're getting got. Getting got, bitch.
Ricky.
Ricky.
It's like, I know you don't like Farley, but it's like in Tommy Boy when he's like, brothers don't shake hands.
Yeah.
Brothers hug. And he hugs the shit out of him. Like,
That's exactly
Yeah.
what I did.
Damn. Yeah, that's funny. I like that a lot. Ricky's in for a good time. I want to meet Ricky at some point because I feel like we could bond over our shared embarrassment.
Of me.
Yes.
Yeah, no, very much so.
think
In
that could
a lot of
be
ways,
a beautiful friendship.
you both fill similar roles in my life where you know, where you guys are different in this way, where the more I bother you guys, you've been loosening up.
I have been
quite a bit. Where
over
you
the
bother me
years.
now, which is a lot of fun. But Ricky got more bothered, I think.
That's
He
fair.
went.
That's fair. Usually I do get more bothered.
But you've been relaxing, which is good.
Settling into my deviousness.
Your debauchery.
Yes, I guess so.
So this bachelor
party
party
was good.
Yeah, party was great. Things got wild. And
Do you remember everything?
out of hand? Yeah. So here. Let me tell you some of the things we did. We went to church.
Good.
We prayed a
Good.
lot.
Yes.
Prayed a lot.
Good.
Respected women.
Of course.
Respected many women.
Well, you have to.
And that's just the right
That's
thing to do.
how you're supposed to carry yourself as a man.
Thank you. We
Yes.
helped old ladies cross the street.
Really?
Yep.
Were they lining up because they knew that
They saw
you
us.
coming down? They're like, these gentlemen will help me across the
Yeah,
street.
I'm very nervous. I'm going to get hit by a car and die.
Right. Especially in D.C.
Yeah. Oh, and that's where we were. We were in our nation's capital.
Right.
Actually, no,
So
come to think of
you
it,
were respecting history
I
and
was.
monuments.
And you know what? Come to think of it, one of those old ladies was Joe Biden,
Wow. That's incredible.
and she was ready to like fall.
Yeah.
She's ready to disintegrate at any moment.
Just one slight cough in her general
Oh,
direction.
yeah.
She would
Blown
crumble.
away.
Yeah.
Blown away like
Mrs.
a house in a
Dodds.
hurricane.
Yes.
What else did we do? Oh,
You said Build-A-Bear,
we
right?
prayed the rosary. We also did Build-A-Bear.
Mhm.
My
For the children who did not receive Christmas gifts.
exactly,
Yes.
exactly, and which was weird because mine said "I love you, Ricky."
Mm-hmm.
The one you press it says "I love you, Ricky."
Yeah. And
I
it went
thought-
to some
and it
girl
just
named
went to-
Maria.
Yeah, yeah,
That doesn't make sense.
in Malaysia.
Mhm.
But I thought we were all giving our Build-A-Bears to Ricky,
Correct. And you
and
didn't.
we weren't because he was like, "Well, that just doesn't like why would
Well,
I?"
it just seems like things weren't planned out fully, you know. So I mean, you gotta be able to,
Right, yeah,
go with the flow. a little bit.
exactly. And when you got me on board, things don't always go as planned.
Exactly. Very true. Very true.
This did happen. One guy made cookies,
Oh,
which was, you know,
what do you mean this did happen?
I mean,
In
addition to all the things that definitely happened,
right,
one guy made cookies.
right,
Very nice.
right. But you did go to church.
And I actually did go to church.
You went to church. This is
And
not a lie. None of this stuff has been.
I went on a run and I
Mhm.
stumbled upon a church and I just sent Aaron a random video of a countertenor,
Mm-hmm.
which is a man who has a very high pitched voice.
Yes.
Singing.
What was it? Oh,
He was singing "Let my people go." Moses
just walked
was in
in on that?
Egypt's land
oh wow.
to an empty church. It was,
Wow.
it was like 3 old people in the front, me in the back.
So he was very happy you were there. Or
if he could see me,
Oh.
it was a very large church.
Really?
It felt very
Do
empty.
you think was this and this was like a live performance? It wasn't like a practice. It
no,
wasn't
it
rehearsal.
it was like I saw the sign outside live music at 12:15,
Wow.
and I was like, I'm not doing anything.
This was on a Friday.
Yeah,
Friday morning church is tough.
yeah. No one's showing up.
Who's
Like,
going to
who
Friday
else
morning
besides
church?
old people?
Yeah, you
Me.
pre-bachelor party. Honestly, it's good that you went before the bachelor party.
Yeah, I got
It prepared you.
pre cleansed of my sins.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to
You
sin.
you did pre-confession.
Yeah, pre-confession. God, Father, here's what I'm about to do.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. Can we speed this up?
Because I'm asking now,
right.
does that mean later on I'm good?
Right.
I don't have to
I need
worry.
permission.
Yes.
Can
right.
you forgive me in advance?
Yeah.
Is what I'm asking.
That's good. That's
so
good.
It's ask forgiveness, not permission.
Right. Correct.
That is correct.
Yes. But I'm sure God was appreciative of that. You stopping by before
He was very excited
building
to see
bears.
me. Very excited to see me.
Yeah. Which is
He gave me a
great.
high five. The first time he gave me a high five.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. But Ricky had a good time.
Yeah, he did, and that's what's
That's
important.
good. That's good.
Ricky is
I'm glad.
who is important in this scenario.
Mm-hmm.
I embarrassed him just enough.
Oh, that's good.
Just enough.
I'm assuming you had things planned.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, the whole weekend was very planned out.
Yeah.
Were
you? Here's my question.
Yeah.
Were you killing it? Were you in the zone
with what?
with quips and jokes and
Yeah.
were you feeling yourself?
Well, it was awesome because like his friends are funny, but like they're not,
Yeah.
So I would wait. I would wait for a moment because remember, this is a random group of guys.
Yes, you don't know them.
Everyone's different.
Yeah.
And I would just slip in one here.
Yeah.
Slip in one there.
And get some good one-liners.
Yeah, get some good one-liners.
Mm.
Get some uproarious laughter.
Yes.
It felt good.
Good.
Felt good. Because here's the thing: is around here, we all know each other very well, and like the humor has to keep heightening and heightening, and then it's like we're just saying outrageous things, and then other people are going, huh.
Yeah, it's like
all right.
it becomes dangerous at points.
It does become dangerous.
Where it almost
I'll
becomes
say
like
anything.
The four of us will be sitting here, or like if Max is over, if five of us are in the same room together, it is like who can out joke the other person.
Right.
Like Max's video that like went viral, where he was like, we will make sure that we figure out every possible outcome for a bit before it's over.
Yeah, we will stab this bit to
Yeah.
death. We'll beat a dead horse
Yes.
until we're sure. Oh no, he's not breathing.
Yeah. And then 5 days later, we bring that bit
And we
back,
bring it back.
and it's just as funny. So that's how that works.
So being around a random group of people
Mm-hmm.
gives you the opportunity, I think. You start again, you like the level of how far you have to go to make something funny comes right back down, which is nice because there's tension.
Yeah.
But
you're right. You can't be just whipping out joke after joke after joke.
No,
you gotta hold your ground.
Yeah. Wait for it.
Because you're gonna get that perfect moment. You know
Yeah.
you're gonna get the moment.
And it's coming.
And you just gotta be ready for it.
And just what did Washington say? Wait until you can see the whites in their eyes.
Was that Washington?
I don't know. You remember that?
I don't know.
Remember that quote?
I don't know. I don't remember
So
that. Well, you were just in DC, so wouldn't you know?
I was in DC.
Yeah.
And all I could think about was like the politics going on right now.
Right.
In the history of something. Oh, one joke that I made with one of the guys I thought was really funny. It was like, Martha Washington's husband. I think he was the first president. It's like, who?
That's good.
Just refer.
That
to
is
the,
good.
to
No,
refer
that's
to
good.
the
Did you
president
say
by-
that like in front of the monument?
Yeah.
Good. That's even
Isn't
better.
that Martha Washington husband's?
Damn. Wow. Well endowed.
Wow. Good for Martha.
So wait, he crossed the river, the Trent.
And he was.
Or was it?
How many
Was it
teeth
her?
did he have?
Wait, who?
No, should have been her.
Should have been her, really, because you respected women this trip.
Because I respect.
But how
all
was
women.
DC?
DC's amazing.
Is it really great?
Really, really like DC.
I'm gonna go soon to see my friend.
Are you?
Yeah,
dude. It's like.
Well, I have to pay, but I'm gonna go see them.
What do you mean? You have to, like to?
Well, I'm moving on up, as you know. I'm moving up. I'll probably be out of here in a month, maybe.
No. Oh, from here?
Yeah, I mean, once I
elected?
meet my friends.
What are you saying?
Because I got
I have no idea.
you
what
don't
you're
know.
saying.
So I got an email from my friend Barack yesterday.
Yeah. And what does Barack want you to do?
It was listen. Okay, let me pull out the email. I'll show you it.
You got an email?
Yeah, which is stunning because I haven't heard from him in months. I was very worried. I didn't know where he was at. So yes, I got this email, and the subject is, "Hey," like I said like that. Hey,
Oh.
and he goes, "Hey there, It's Barack.
Oh,
And it's a
because they're on
picture. It's
first
a
name
picture
basis.
of Barack waving.
So wait, Barack says, "Hey, it's Barack," and then sends a picture.
And then a
just in
picture
case
of
you forgot.
Barack waving, just in case you don't know who Barack is. But
Right.
he knows I know. But he's the president. He was the president.
So you guys are both.
People are watching him constantly.
Right.
So that means they're watching me get this email. So he just needs to make sure everyone knows what's happening.
You guys are on a first name basis,
Right.
and he needs to remind you what he looks like. That's
Right.
okay. Go ahead.
So I was hoping for more of like a, hey, I'm sorry I haven't messaged you in so long.
You're right.
You know,
right.
it's
An apology, maybe.
Just something a little bit like that would be nice. He goes, Bill Clinton, of course. So Bill Clinton, he said, Bill. So yes, that's Bill.
I didn't
so
know
this
Bill,
is the
but he had
first
to
part of the,
put a
hey
picture
there,
of Bill.
it's Barack. Bill. And so that's where I'm at. I'm like, all right, fine. I know Bill. He's
Yeah,
pretty
I do
great.
know Bill, actually.
And then he goes, and of course, Joe. Joe Biden, of course. And so Joe Biden and there's just pictures of the last 3 Democratic presidents.
Sure.
And they go, the 3 of us want to get together with you. Yes, you, Aaron. That's me, because I'm friends with them.
Did they put a picture of you when they said your name?
They did not,
should
which is a
have.
little upsetting because I sent
Everyone
them a
else?
great picture of me.
I bet.
I was in a bathtub, covered in suds,
Some rosé.
rosé in my hand,
Mhm.
and the other hand, a Glock 90. And then they didn't want to put it in. They didn't want to put it in. I felt that was rude. But they want to get together with me. So they did say I have to pay $25 minimum to possibly go see them. But that's just
Oh, okay. Well,
it's just like,
not that
it's a
much.
prerequisite. You have to do it.
it's probably just for the
that's
train ticket.
It's just what happens because I know that they're a little bit understaffed with the Secret Service. So it's like, all right, you got to make sure you get the funds for them to do stuff
Yeah.
and protect. I want to be protected when I'm there because people are going to come after me because they know I'm best friends with all of them.
The funds is going right back into your pocket.
The amount of
really.
times I've been kidnapped because I'm best friends with them is crazy.
Yeah, you
I
do.
just-
I
I
get
keep
kidnapped a lot.
getting
Is that
kidnapped.
why? I didn't know that was why.
Yeah, it's because of Barack.
Oh.
Yeah, Barack's my number 1 friend. I want that out there.
Barack's number
And
one.
he's like, all right,
Okay,
Bill, like
that's
my
fine.
friend Bill, and also, and Joe Straggler, here he comes.
Sure. Well, Bill's my number 1 friend.
Barack is, how I'm reading this email is, Aaron, I want to hang out with you, but I have to, sadly, got to bring my friends. They got to come along too. Is it okay if they come?
Right.
And
Are you
but
okay?
he's still like,
Are
you
you
still have to give me $25. And I'm like, that's okay.
No, that's fine. Well, that's probably just,
$25,
that
not the
keeps
problem.
them
The big-
quiet.
I
which
just,
is-
what are we going to do? I don't want to be running around and they're, slow pokes behind us. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know am I going to be like forced to hook up with an intern if Bill's there?
you might be.
I don't want to
Well,
do
well,
that.
see,
I
that's-
feel like
I mean,
that'd be bad for my brand.
Everybody needs their wild card, though. I think Bill's a wild card, and you can just shut him down. And you need to be like, "Hey,
I
Bill,
could do that.
Bill,
I
here's a
could do that.
dollar. Here's a dollar, Bill. Don't do
Yeah.
that." And he probably would be like, "Yeah, that's fine."
Yes.
Bill for Bill.
I'll get him really drunk. I'll show him 2 pictures. One will be of Hillary, the other of Monica. And I'll go, Bill,
They're
are we going to make the right choice today?
they're both beautiful women. they're both gorgeous.
No. Bill, make the right choice. And then I would wait until he made the right choice.
And eventually he would.
And he
See,
would,
that's
'cause
nice.
He always does. He
You're
always
preparing
makes the
for
right
Barack's
choice.
friends.
Correct. Yes. But I'm just really happy to get an email from my friend.
No, that's nice. Would you? Are you upset that he invited other people, or are you just like eke at it because he's such a
Well, I know
popular
that it
guy
was just me.
in the email chain?
Nobody else in the world got this email.
Well, no, of course they did.
It was me. I am a little upset that there's no itinerary. There's no
right.
like.
You don't know what you're
There's
doing.
no like flight voucher. I
Well,
still got to pay
He'll
$25.
He'll probably give that to you at the end. You don't
Will
think?
he? You think Barack will?
Well, he's a good guy. You think,
That's
you,
true. I
think you
guess,
guys are gonna
yeah.
ball? You
I
can do
would love-
2v2s.
I would love to ball with him. Well, I'm just worried if I ball with Barack,
Yeah.
I think that means that I'll definitely have to sleep with an intern with Bill.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like that's just the next thing that's
Wha-
gonna happen. And then I'll lick ice cream with Joe. We'll go lick for lick.
Sounds like a nice time.
Yeah. It sounds great, and I
Sounds
can't
like
wait.
a nice time.
I'm
I don't
honestly
know.
very excited. I'm very glad he reached out. When I got this email, I did cry because I was laughing so hard. I thought this was the funniest email I've ever gotten in my life.
Like, what a horrible
It's me,
scam.
Barack. Bill.
Yeah.
And
And
Joe.
and of course,
and
Joe.
Joe. You know Joe. It's like
so
it's like
funny.
they didn't want to put Joe in there. When did old politicians become like 90s basketball stars? You know, like they're doing a meet and greet for like, oh, remember the good old days? Like, what are you talking about? When did they become these like old celebrities? It doesn't make sense.
It is like 90s basketball stars. It's almost like they could get a panel of like Barack and Bill, like,
yes,
and like talk about the president.
right.
Well, you see what he's doing here is he coming down.
Right.
Now, this is a promising young aspect.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you want to come talk to like Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen for like a few hours? Like pay like $1 billion and then you can come hang out with us. That's crazy. Also, no offense, why would I want to hang out with someone who doesn't just want to hang out with me? You know what I mean? Like why do you have to?
See, that's what I was kind of like digging to see if that's really what you
it's
thought.
upsetting.
And
It's upsetting.
Yeah,
I just wanted to hang out with Barack because he's just so
he's better
to say he's cooler than them is the biggest understatement
and he's
of all time.
Well, that's 100% true. He's I kind of don't care about the other guy's opinions. No. But what's even better is I know Brock's way better one-on-one. He makes you feel like the only person in the room. And it's just kind of hard when you have, Joe Ditzen around.
Right.
You know,
and he has Keegan-Michael Key's number. I can get one of my skits to Keegan-Michael Key. My career takes off. My career takes off.
A much more powerful person.
For what I want to do, yes.
For what you want to do, yeah.
And that's a fact.
He probably has Zach Galifianakis' number.
Probably. Do you think he does?
Probably. We got to get him on the show. And then
Zach I think that should be our top priority. Get Zach
Galifianakis?
Get Zach Galifianakis on the show.
If we can get Zach on this show, I think that's mission complete. I think we could walk away and be like, yeah, we did it.
Yeah, we did it.
I wouldn't, but I think we could walk away.
We could do
like,
it.
We did it.
We could do that.
I feel really good about
want
that.
him on the show. No, I really want him on the show. I want to get him. And then we could just like keep going from there. We just keep getting like, we can get Bradley Cooper because he knows Bradley Cooper. Right. And then we can get Isla Fisher, right? Redhead because Bradley Cooper's in Wedding Crashers. We could get everyone from Wedding Crashers in.
Interesting. What, you just kind of jumped to Isla Fisher there. Is there any reason that you picked her out?
No.
You don't have at all. You don't fancy her.
Fancy her. Lucas, please. We're respecting women. She's gorgeous.
I just spent a weekend respecting women.
I know she's gorgeous. Okay. I want to talk about her career.
You didn't.
I do want to talk about her career.
What about her career in particular?
Specifically Wedding Crashers.
What questions do you have for her?
I have so many.
Name
like
one.
How did you get this good
at
acting? Well, it's fine. We don't have to get Isla Fisher. We just get any redhead. We just walk into a bookstore and find one. They're there. They're there.
That's where they all live.
Hey, you want to find a redhead?
Hang out.
You want to find a redhead? Go to a bookstore. You'll find one.
What time is it? Do you think we could make it? Do you think we can get there in time?
We can get there in time. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah. What are you doing tonight?
Am I doing tonight?
Yeah. What are you doing tonight?
Well, you're watching. I know what you're doing.
I didn't ask what I'm.
I know what you're doing.
I asked, what are you doing tonight?
I might be making some food.
Mm-hmm.
I might be grocery shopping.
Great. So when I asked that question, did you immediately feel he's asking me to hang out, or did you feel he genuinely wants to know what I'm doing?
He wants to hang out.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, but here's the thing. That's why I said what I said, because I know that you're not free.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, why are you asking me?
Now, if someone random, not me, were to ask you that, do you always think that when someone asks you, what are you doing tonight, that is, I'm wanting to know if I can hang out with you?
Always. That's always my first thought. That's always, I'm on guard.
I'm the same way.
Immediately I'm on guard.
But isn't that interesting? That
is weird.
Because because if my mom asked me that, I'd be like, okay, she wants to know what I'm doing.
Yeah, my mom's not trying to.
You know what I mean? Yeah, she's not trying to hang
out. Or like, since Cassie and me are long distance, I'm like, she should probably just ask what I'm doing.
Right.
Like, what am I up to? She's wondering.
Right. But if you're in person,
but if it's face to face, or even like if it's somebody who you could potentially
see, yeah, right. Yeah. Like if you get a random text from someone that you don't usually see, and they're like, "What are you doing tonight?" You know that like they're in town, they want to hang out.
Yeah, 100%.
But it's interesting because I try to avoid that text. I try to avoid like, "What are you doing tonight?" Because sometimes I just want to know, like, hey, what are you doing tonight? Yeah. To keep conversation going.
I love
and then
that.
sometimes I do want to know if you want to hang out. But I'm trying to be more intentional about it.
Oh.
Like, be like, hey, are you free tonight? You know, I feel like that's way different than like, what are you doing tonight?
Well, that's respectful to the other person, because if you say, what are you doing tonight? And somebody says nothing, like then a lot of people follow that up with, okay, cool, then we're hanging out.
Dangerous. That's a dangerous game, because that's doing nothing is not that. Maybe you want to do nothing.
I want to do nothing when I'm doing it quite often.
Yeah. So that's very interesting.
Are you free tonight?
Are you free tonight?
It's I love that. I think very gentlemanly of you.
Thank you. I'm trying to bring it.
But so then how do you ask about somebody, like what genuinely interested? Like, what are you doing tonight?
Now, this is where I'm run into the problem. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Do you say tough. Like, no, because I think every single way you could say it. It's like, what do you got going on tonight? Yeah. You know, like that comes off the same way. Like, what are you getting into tonight?
That's not. I like. That's close. What are you getting into?
Okay.
What are you getting into? So that's like one thing I'll say to Cassie sometimes. Like, what are you up to?
I do. I say, what are you up to?
Yeah.
But I feel like that could also, again, like you guys are distance, right? So like consider it coming from me. If I said, what are you up to? You would think I'm asking you to hang out.
What are you up to tonight? He probably.
Yeah.
Probably thinking that you're gonna ask if I'm hanging out. I don't know if there's any way to ask and like not imply that you want to be involved.
Yeah. And I guess it is kind of like, honestly, most of the times with my friends, I'm not just asking what they're up to. So I guess it is like,
most of the time I want to be involved.
Right. Yeah.
Like, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah. Right. I'm not asking just to like, because I'm curious.
I want you to give me your attention.
Me.
It's
about me.
It's about me.
The question is about me. I'm asking you, but it's about me.
Yeah.
And that's how it is.
I can't think of any way.
I can't think of any way where it won't come off that way.
Can somebody comment a way to ask that?
Yeah, because I don't know. I don't know.
So that's like saying that reminds me of I don't know if it was you or Max told me this in college, but there's no way to like politely say, "Oh, you're still talking."
I think it was just a group conversation we had. But yeah, there is no way.
There's no way to like say that and be like, nice.
Yeah, you can't. Like,
so you still talking?
Yeah. Rude. Yeah, like there's just no way for it to not come off as weird, at least minimum weird. Yeah.
And like, are you still talking? Oh, you're still talking?
I mean, there's a way to be like, oh, I'm sorry, like continue.
But right, that's still different.
Yeah.
That's still different.
Right. That phrase, you can't say that phrase.
Oh, are you still talking? I'm trying to say it mean.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
you're
still talking.
Are you still talking? You still
talking?
talking?
All right. You still talking?
Are you still talking?
That's bad.
It's bad.
That hurts. That hurts when you hear that.
Are you still talking? I think
you know what's awesome though is when someone who doesn't stop talking says it. I love when that happens.
Says what?
If someone who doesn't shut up says like, "You still talking?" to like someone who never talks.
That's a burn.
Yeah,
it's a fat burn.
You know, like that's great. I love that. But real quick before we move on from DC and the presidents and my friends that I'm hanging out with, I am worried that I'm going to become obsessed with the CIA because I don't get it. Lucas, I don't get it. I spent like a few hours watching TikToks on CIA, like old CIA operatives that are like interviewed or some shit. Like it's crazy. It doesn't make dude. There are secret agents.
CIA
there are real, like not movies, real secret agents that exist.
100%, very real, very real.
And
spies.
How do you become one? How do you become a spy? What is the process like? Like what do you go to college for? History?
I don't think
German? I don't know. What do you learn?
I don't think you go to college. I think you just apply.
You go to CIA school. Oh.
Yeah, maybe CIA school. I think you first applied to go to the military, I would think. Maybe you're in, the Marines or the Army for a couple of years.
Yes. Oh, maybe.
And then from there you get some contacts and then you're like, I'm looking to apply for like Central Intelligence Agency.
Yes.
And then you just apply and then you probably work your way up. I'm guessing.
I'm
totally guessing right now.
I missed where was the sign up? You know what I mean?
Would you have
where could I have possibly signed up for this?
You wanted to be a CIA agent.
Well, now that I'm learning more about it as a second career, maybe a side hustle.
It's a side hustle.
Maybe a CIA.
I moonlight as a CIA agent.
But there's got to be some sort of school, like a CIA
there
learning
definitely
school,
is.
like
There
the
definitely
CIA LS.
Learn how to lie.
Cialis.
I need Cialis.
Yes.
Whoa.
I would like to go to
Hold
Cialis. I would like to go to Cialis.
Cialis world.
But you gotta I just don't understand how there are missions happening
Right now. Well, Aaron, think about this. When I think of missions happening, I'm like, oh, they're in Russia and they're at St. Petersburg Ball. Blah,
Yes.
blah. There are equally missions happening here.
Oh yeah, by other countries.
Likely in the great city of New York.
Yes. Oh, for sure. dude.
Probably.
We
Almost certainly.
we probably walk by operatives once a week.
You picked the exact right
Once a
number that I
week.
could laugh at, and like you didn't sound too ridiculous. Like if you said once a day, I'd been like, okay.
Yeah.
Once a week, I thought about it. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, absolutely.
But that's the thing that makes you think.
You definitely have.
It makes you think.
Definitely have.
What
On a flight.
What do they
Probably
have
sat
on
next to
me?
one.
What could they have? They know now that I want to be one of them.
They have nothing.
All
on
right,
you.
that's fair. They don't have
They have
except that I'm friends with the president.
Okay, never mind. They have a big
They
file
have-
on you. If they've seen my search
Have you
history,
seen the
they
amount
have
of
a lot
emails
on me.
Barack has sent?
Barack really seems to like this guy.
I helped Barack and Michelle through a really hard time, so they have my number. They're out
Yeah,
for
they
me.
do. I
And
still can't believe
well-
they agreed to do that with you, by the way.
What, the CIA?
Wild night. No,
Oh.
Barack and Michelle.
Yeah.
Wild night for the
The
three of you.
fucking CIA.
You're going to agree with me on this,
Mm-hmm.
but goat cheese is gross cheese.
Oh, I agree.
I knew you would.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I've had it enough to know.
No?
Yeah.
Why not? Well, then why are you agreeing?
Because the times that I have had it, I'm like, this isn't great. But I've never been like, bleh, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've tried. Every time it's presented to me, I'm like, maybe this time I'll like it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like,
Your team, blah.
it kind of tastes like puke to me. Like,
Really?
it tastes like mud and
Mhm.
puke.
Yes. Is your puke muddy?
So when I've been eating the earth.
That's fair. When you've been eating the amount of dirt you're eating.
Dirt
Yeah.
I've been shoveling into my
The
mouth.
cup of dirts that you're having.
I don't
Is that
like
cup of ramen, cup of dirt.
it. If dirt tasted like ramen, I'd be in trouble. Be in a lot of trouble.
You're a big ramen guy.
I don't know. There's something about it. It's like musty.
It is musty.
In like a not in like a soured way, but in like a poop way.
It's liquid.
I don't know. And it's
Why
creamy.
is it liquid? You know?
Yeah.
When it comes in these jars, it's like what?
It's not savory to
It's
me
a
anymore.
small, compact tin, but it's not big. It's more like small,
I don't know.
and it's wet.
Are you
and
guessing?
White.
You're
No,
guessing.
I'm not guessing.
You sound like you're guessing.
No. No, sometimes they come in like wax. Other times it's more elongated, right? You got the long version.
I know
of the
that.
goat
Okay.
cheese.
No,
you
keep
got
going.
ones with nuts in it. You got ones with herbs.
Oh,
you got
dried
spices and fruits on the side. Sometimes comes in a little package.
No,
as
he
a
knows what he's
Slim
talking
Jim.
about. This is correct.
There's different versions.
Okay, whoa, back up. Did you say Slim Jim?
Correct.
Slim Jim and goat cheese.
Yeah, Slim Jim stuck through goat cheese. Kind of like a, I don't know, a German
kebab?
popsicle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or a Greek popsicle, maybe.
Could be. Depends on what kind of Slim Jim.
Right, because Slim Jim
Is
I
it
see- I think
lamb?
is German.
Could be Greek.
That's very Greek.
Is it Slovaki?
No, let me ask. Is it
Could be.
Estonian?
Yes.
Is it Latvian?
Who's to fucking say in
Who's-
this house? I don't know.
Don't you talk to me
You
about my
give me
Latvian.
cheese, you give me meat, I'm eating it. I don't ask no questions.
I
why you
generally
love
will. That
me.
is generally true for me. I will eat
Yeah,
any cheese.
no,
from
I
any
won't.
percent
I
of
won't do
whatever.
anything about
Would
it.
you eat horse?
I would eat horse.
You would eat horse.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't think I would.
That's
I don't.
okay. All right.
We've had this whole conversation.
Have we?
Yes,
Have I
we've had
asked
like
this?
the conversation about like, will we do this? or
Oh,
something.
right. Yeah. You were like, I won't do most things.
Yeah.
I think my biggest issue with goat cheese is it's considered fancy.
Oh,
And I think it's like the dirtiest.
is it considered fancy?
Definitely.
Really?
It's like liberal, progressive, fancy, crunchy. Like,
So I'd be eating this with Barack, Joe, and
oh, they definitely, yeah, they'll
Mhm.
have goat cheese. And it's the dirtiest tasting cheese by far.
yeah. Well, goats are Goats are dirty.
Goats are very dirty.
They're cool, but they're dirty, dude.
They're cool.
I think
I'm
goats
big
are
on you
cool.
Their pupils are squares.
Yeah, weird.
Why?
Aliens.
They have big alien.
Oh my
vibes.
god. Oh my god.
Go
Goats are CIA operatives.
Goats.
Oh my fucking god, dude. I'm worried about how
You just cracked this whole thing wide open.
I'm worried about myself.
I don't. Hey, Aaron. We shouldn't post.
Why am I so into these conspiracies now? I'm
Aaron,
worried.
I was gonna say, like, you watched hours of CIA TikTok. How are you?
I guess.
How are you?
I think
Are you
hours.
okay?
I think hours is a little exaggerated.
Yeah, you're pulling back because you feel embarrassed. It's okay,
little bit
buddy.
embarrassed.
It's okay. I've been there. But I think TikTok might not be the most accurate place.
No, but it was interviews of people from podcasts. We're podcasters. Everyone believes everything we say. So why am I not supposed to believe everything other people say?
You should.
That doesn't. That would make me a hypocrite.
Number one thing about the information age is believe everything you see.
Correct. Are we currently still in the information age, or are we moving into a new age?
I think we're
Possibly
moving into
figure out the CIA age.
Yeah. Well, because everyone's obsessed with it now. It's not just you. It's the whole world. Is what is going on with the CIA? Who are these people?
Flash forward 40 years. You're like, whatever happened to Aaron? He's in a basement somewhere trying to figure out the CIA.
Aaron's getting waterboarded by himself to figure.
What do you know? I know nothing.
You must know something. You're so obsessed. You spent so many hours on TikTok. You haven't learned anything. You've wasted all this time.
Go back under. Fine. I'll tell you. I don't know anything.
That's always how it goes.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
It's always they're not going to tell.
Yeah, they're not going to tell.
I would, by the way, CIA, don't torture me. I'll just tell you.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I'll probably, like, if you try to torture me, I will tell you.
Every time I see, like, in the movies of people being tortured, I'm like, dude, I'm just telling you.
I would just say so.
I'm sorry. I'm just telling you.
I would rather not get my nipples, like, zapped by a car battery. That's just not in my
or
list
a
of
million
things
times worse, dude. I don't want anything to happen to my nails.
Nails,
they go for the fingernails.
I might let nails happen.
Yeah.
Nails might be the first thing I let happen.
No.
I've had it happen.
Joke's on them. They try to take my, you know what's? I say, go ahead.
Please.
Yeah.
Been begging the doctors.
I say, do it. You won't. And then I win. Yeah. Listen, again, CIA, hire me.
See,
I'm the perfect for the CIA.
And I could be your sidekick because if they want to tear out nails, I can tap in because they let you tap in. I'm like, I got an ingrown. By the way, look, my socks are fixed. I got an ingrown.
Yeah.
Undo it. Take it away.
The idea of like a really horrible group of people, terrorists that are trying to torture people, and they're just like, they think they're at the spa. They're like, thank God, we've been waiting for you to fix our feet. They're really bad. Can you get rid of the bunions? What about the
pedicures?
The warts underneath my? I got a few planters. Can you get in there and scrub them out for me?
You guys are too much.
Yeah, you're too much. I didn't listen until I got my pair of Skechers. I've had terrible feet, but now I'm walking on clouds. I swear.
You guys have. Awesome. I know you guys did to Remy. I know you guys did to Zachary.
Yes.
Am I next?
Yeah.
Can I
show
be next,
up? They're
please?
like, no, not this person. They keep showing up. I'm like, hey, I'm here.
Shock
do
therapy,
you need
please?
some interrogation? I'm here to do the interrogation.
I know everything.
Yes.
Wink, wink, wink. I'm telling you right now, I know everything.
Just like someone who's a masochist. Yeah. Just like showing up. Thank God. Please, I'm waiting. Okay, I'm kind of always going for Gil and George.
That's what it is, really. It's Gil and George.
I'm always going for Gil and George. But yeah. Wow.
I would please if it.
But goat cheese.
Yeah, goat cheese got us here.
I hate that long white stuff.
All right. So that was one thing I wanted to cross off my list.
What would you do?
I would.
Okay. Next.
Go ahead.
Next. an artist bigger than you was releasing music on the same day as you, but you didn't know it, and you had planned out this entire release package, would you still release it on the same day?
Yeah, because I don't matter.
What if you were huge? What if you were okay? Here we go. Okay, what if you are second tier artist at like a big record label, like
Wait, so I have a record label?
sure, yeah,
Then I would ask them.
that's fair. Can you just
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry. I'm sorry.
Ted just
I'm
okay?
sorry. Sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So here's what's happening.
Go ahead.
Ariana Grande just released that she's like just like a week ago was like, hey, my album's coming out March 8th. And everyone's like, whoa. And so like a bunch of other artists are now moving their releases either like a week after or like 2 weeks after because they don't want to compete with everyone who's going to be listening to Ariana Grande's album.
Right. Fair. Yeah, if they want to do that. If they can do that, might as well.
Yeah. I guess it makes sense.
But
isn't that crazy to have that much power where you're scaring off other big name artists?
Yeah, literally. You're like, I'm not going to release the name
Yeah.
the same day. I feel like I would just release the same day. And I would advertise it as me and Ariana. Me and Ariana's big day.
Yeah. Well, because here's the thing. You know Ariana Grande's album, like it'll probably take up almost the entire top 10 for that whole entire
100%
month.
Nobody else is touching like the number one spot.
So like it's like if you want your song to hit number one, you might want to wait a little bit or earlier, like release it a week early. You know what I mean? Like try
Surprise
to get in
drop.
before. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that too.
Because I think honestly waiting after is even worse.
Yeah, cool. Then you have to wait at least
because then
month.
people are like, oh, I forgot Ariana Grande's album came out, and then they listen more, you know?
But then the other thing is like you're building up all this hype for like this release and your fans are following it.
Right.
And if you push it back a month, they're going to be pissed.
They're going to be mad.
And you know what? Some of them might not listen to it. Any of your stragglers are going to be like, everybody's going to be less enthusiastic because they're like, well, I was going to listen regardless of whether or not Ariana was going to release this album.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And two, I don't want to wait. Like I'm going to lose interest.
That's a good point. I didn't think about it that way. I think it is kind of selfish of the artist.
I think so. And I don't think...
Because if your fans are going to listen to your music, like regardless,
they're going to listen to it. If they were going to listen to it, somebody else dropping an album isn't going to change that.
Yep,
that's my thought.
No, I agree.
But it depends. Are you releasing music for your fans, or are you releasing music to gain more fans? You know, because if you're releasing music to gain more fans, like, then yeah, I can see that. But if you already have an audience, I don't know if I'd worry so much personally.
That's fair. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Kind of talking out my ass. I don't know anything about the music industry.
No, I think it's mainly like
didn't teach
people
me
who want the number one spot. They want to say
which
they
is
have
fair.
the number one
which
song.
Is fair.
You know what I mean?
I get that. I totally get that. Then definitely change your release date.
Yeah,
but no,
I agree.
I don't know if it's the best move.
Right,
long term.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how much that matters anymore with how niche things are.
I agree. I don't think it really does. Because everyone also is kind of just obsessive over their artists. You know, like I will probably listen to Ariana Grande, but I'm not like waiting up at midnight to listen to it. You know what I mean?
So, I'll listen to it.
Yeah.
Should we review it?
Group listen.
Group listen.
The GL. I would GL with you.
Thanks, man.
Get low.
I would GL all over it.
Get low.
Get low. Thank you for watching JustOneFern.
Came in hot.
You were okay. Already?
Yeah.
Wait, you ready for what I'm about to do?
Yeah. Okay. Oh no. Why? What are you doing? Don't tickle me.
You realize that really makes me want to tickle you.
I thought you were gonna just tickle.
And now, like, you've put that seed in my head, and it's going to happen. Maybe not this episode, but maybe next episode. And
I laugh.
And I know your
laugh
affliction.
like the Pillsbury Doughboy when I'm tickled.
You
it's
can't.
Like someone. Stop it! No,
you can't say that and expect me not to tickle you.
No,
what does that mean?
You don't. I'm
you don't just say that.
Stop it! No. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. I think
do whatever. Do what you got to do.
Do what I got to do. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
In this year, tuna.
You're in?
I haven't tried it yet.
You're gonna be. I made it.
Gonna try
you want some now?
You have it now?
I made it for lunch.
Yeah, bring it out. I
You're
really
serious?
don't want to. For the podcast, I'll do it.
No, I want a video of you do. I want to make you. I'm gonna make you a sandwich.
If you're gonna make me a sandwich, sure.
I'm gonna make you a really good tuna sandwich.
Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, jump, do 50 push-ups if you want me to do this.
Yes.
We're keeping track. Let Jesus know.
Let Jesus know. All righty. Well, that's all that we got for today. Thank you so much for listening. We will see you next week.